Viewers, today is the 60th day of Sushant Singh Rajput's death. It is also the turning point in Times Now's investigation into Sushant Singh Rajput case. Now, viewers, Times Now has accessed evidence that establishes that the Mumbai police did not hand over vital electronic proof in the shape of Sushant Singh Rajput's mobile phone and laptop to forensic experts for a crucial 24 days. Can you believe that? Why? Is it because they wanted time to tamper with the evidence? I mean, think about it, viewers. Vital record of your communications, of all your WhatsApp chats, of all your important emails is in this phone. And the phone could be vital in probing what exactly went wrong. But that wasn't handed over to forensic scientists for 24 days. Do the maths. Do the maths, viewers. All that time, what was in the phone that they didn't want the forensic scientists to see? Why was there no hurry to examine what was in the phone? Had you already made up your mind, glibly, that this was a suicide? What's more, viewers, it is distressing to note that even the Enforcement Directorate was blocked despite 4 requests from obtaining the call data records of Sushant Singh Rajput. Again, the question arises, why? What does the Mumbai police want to hide? This is not the only evidence that has emerged today. Times Now has accessed never before seen 4 videos of Sushant Singh Rajput with his family that totally disproves the theory that his ties to his family were estranged. The theory was first floated by a cabal of Bollywood royalty and PR companies. What did they tell us? That Sushant was driven to suicide out of depression because of tensions with his family and because his career was all but finished. Can you believe that, viewers? All of that has been spun so effectively that today we don't even have an FIR because the police is convinced it's a suicide. If it's so convinced, then why didn't it hand over clinching mobile phone data, mobile phone itself, laptops for forensic analysis? I'm not even getting into the fact, viewers, that the forensic scientists themselves were not called by the Mumbai police for as many as 50 hours after Sushant Singh Rajput's body was discovered to study, seal and examine and collect evidence from the scene of crime. That was well known. But look at the laxity. Is it laxity? Or are they under some pressure, some powerful hand that has guided them, muzzled them, and perhaps pushed them to cover up? Now, first, must listen to these new videos we've accessed. 4 videos, viewers, never before seen videos of Sushant Singh Rajput with his family, interacting with his family. There's no tension in the air. There's bonhomie. There's love. He's singing spiritual songs. He's playing cricket with his sisters. There's a birthday celebration. There's a road trip. You don't take road trips with people who you can't stand. They're in your own car. You have to deal with them for hours altogether. You wouldn't want to be in a small, confined environment with anyone who you hate, who you have a problem with. Watch these videos. Watch these videos.
करा क्या एक तो अच्छा छक्का मार के मेरे बॉल पे।
एक मिनट एक बार बता, दो बार तो निकले थे ना?
एक भी नहीं मारी आप।
दो बार निकले थे और एक को मारे थे उठा के, सीधे मारे थे।
मैं तो आज आपको लास्ट में सपोर्ट करने लगा था कि यार
अच्छा सपोर्ट
क्या हो गया।
Viewers, you saw those 4 videos giving you an insight into Sushant Singh Rajput's relationship with his own family. No sign of stress there. No sign of stress. Now let's just think over this. Number one, the police hasn't still filed an FIR. So all the questioning it has done is invalid. They can submit the transcripts of the conversations they've had with the people they've questioned, but the court won't accept it because there's no FIR. There's only an ADR. Number 2, viewers, most importantly, the police did not allow the forensic team to enter the crime scene till about 50 hours after Sushant Singh Rajput's body was discovered. Why? Thirdly, it's come to light today that it took the police 24 days, yes, not 1, not 2, 24 days to hand over vital forensic digital evidence for analysis to the forensic department. Why this delay? 24 days when people said it was a suicide. Wasn't the police even that bit curious to know if it's true? Maybe the WhatsApps, the emails, the other communication could have cleared up what the issue was. You would know a state of mind of a person, the conversations he's having, who he's talked to, what he's talked to them about. Everything would be out. You'd get a very, very good profile. And then, on top of it, you don't share any of that electronic evidence with the Enforcement Directorate, even though they made 4 requests to you. It's all on paper, it's all on record. So what does this tell you, viewers? That an elaborate attempt is being made to cover this entire investigation up. Who is behind this? Who's behind the tardiness of the police, and who's going to ask them questions? And what about all of those others who had floated the suicide theory based on estranged ties with the family? What are they going to say now, and are they going to be probed? These are the questions, viewers. These are the questions that need to be asked. And I want to open this out. We are also going to be revealing some very big breaking news in just a few moments on the show. But I want to open this out first off. Yesterday, there was an attempt to muzzle the family. And we told you yesterday that that was a very, very cleverly thought out tactical strike. Because if you muzzle the family, then the most committed individuals to your fight for justice are out of the picture. Now I want to bring in Neelam Katara ji. I welcome you on this show. Ma'am, I want to ask you this. What do you think is the intent behind trying to keep the family out of this entire probe? Telling them, don't get agitated, keep quiet. We're doing a probe. We're seeing the kind of probe they're doing. I won't want to comment. I won't want you to comment on that. But I'm just asking you, what do you think is the motive here? Who at the end fights?
Yeah, I think it's, the family is, I think, should be the most interested in getting to know what happened to the boy. And they don't want to be asked any uncomfortable questions, first of all, at this stage by the family. And from my experience, and with what happened with my son, I think not only there, but every hearing, someone and the same person, preferably from the family, should be there, so that you've got the whole thing in your head. So if you missed out on the evidence or the sequence of events as they happened, then you will not be able to contribute to the trial at all. So I think they just didn't want the family to get uncomfortable for them.
Go. Now, Ms. Katara, many people would have said to you also, relax, calm down, justice will be done, have faith in the police, have faith in the investigation. What did your experience teach you, ma'am?
Because I was up against Rajya Sabha member who was also a mafia head, as you know, DP Yadav, the biggest liquor and land mafia in North India. And so I was told, you lost one child, you just stay away. There was a huge fear factor and all kinds of odd phone calls telling me that, I tried to fight with these people. And of course, they would all be anonymous. And this happened to me and that happened to me and my parents got killed. So there was this. And then, of course, it was, how much will you be able to, same thing, don't stand and don't do this, don't do that. So somehow or the other, I think I had a very good mentor, lawyer, Sandeep Jaiswal with me. And the police there, I realized, or rather we realized, my lawyer and myself, that they wanted to do the right thing. It was not that they were being bad, but they had a Rajya Sabha MP. And they didn't know, how long I would hold out. So they were actually scared that, I might just walk off after 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 months, and then, there will be help for them to pay with the Rajya Sabha MP. So what, again, on advice of my lawyer, because I was a total legal illiterate, as you can imagine, and a complete shell shock, we went to the Delhi High Court and my lawyer told them that the police is not doing a good job. So actually the judge there told the superintendent of police, Ghaziabad, to report every 2 weeks. So it helps for the investigation. It also helps the police, who then, had this thing to show to that big man with big pockets that, see, this is a High Court order, so sorry, we have to investigate. And this is what happened. But of course,
there
I
you go.
Just close my ears. No fear. I should get those letters saying कि केस वापस ले लीजिए, नहीं तो आपको इज्जत से आपके बेटे के साथ पहुंचा दिया जाएगा, आपके बेटे के पास, all kinds of things. So you just have to turn a blind eye, a deaf ears to all of them. Or even things like what was said to these parents. I was told the same thing by the family, not by the police or the thing, but by the family.
There you go.
Who said again that, you are only getting into this because we are well known, and by accusing our son of killing your son, you just want to get a place in society, you want to become a politician, all kinds of problems.
There you
but
go.
You have to ignore it.
You have to ignore it, viewers.
वो चिड़िया की आँख सामने रखनी पड़ती है, नहीं तो गड़बड़ हो जाता है.
गड़बड़ हो जाता है. You heard that now. गड़बड़ हो जाता है. Let me tell you, viewers, I fail to understand what the Shiv Sena has to do with this case at all. In Neelam Katara's case, the directly affected party was a Rajya Sabha member and his son, the prime accused, now of course convicted, thank goodness. Yes.
Murder, which should have happened 23 years earlier.
So one could have even understood, Neelamji, one could have understood that they wanted you out of the picture. But what has the Shiv Sena got to do with this case? That's the fundamental question. Neelamji, I'm not going to drag you into this debate as we go forward, because I understand that you only wanted to speak about your experience. So I'm not going to drag you into this. Thank you for joining us. Just stay on with me. Be a little patient. I'll come back to you in just a few moments. I just want to open this out. We are also going to be joined by Vikas Singh. But before that, I want to go straight across to Shahzad Poonawalla. Shahzad Poonawalla, I am asking a question tonight. I have been skeptical. You, in fact, have told me many times that you need to stop being so skeptical. You need to go out there and accept that there is foul play. I've been saying, no, I'm going to wait for more proof, more proof, more proof. Today, I am actually on your side. I have realized that there is definitely something that is not adding up. We can't quite put a finger on it. Is it a powerful personality that is being protected? Is there a larger conspiracy behind the death of Sushant Singh Rajput? If so, what was this larger conspiracy? The police is of no help. And now the Shiv Sena is jumping in as if they have something directly linked to this case that they don't want, exposed.
Rahul, the entire country, and particularly those who watch Times Now's campaign, and the hashtag is there, they are saying only one thing, कि सीबीआई 60 दिन हुए नो एफआईआर, 60 दिन हुए महाराष्ट्र सरकार क्या छुपा रही है बार बार, 60 दिन हुए संजय राउत का परिवार 60 दिन हुए क्यों बन रही है उद्धव सरकार सीबीआई के खिलाफ दीवार, 60 दिन हुए क्यों कर रही है संजय राउत और शिवसेना पिता पर अत्याचार, 60 दिन 60 डेज हुए क्यों परिवार पर बार बार हमला किया जा रहा है। द कंट्री इज आस्किंग के 60 दिन हुए, 60 डेज हुए और टाइम्स नाउ कर रहा है सीबीआई की जांच की मांग, पर यह सीबीआई की जांच के खिलाफ क्यों है? एंड द रीजन इज वेरी क्लियर। Yesterday, Sanjay Raut said, keep quiet. Today, Sanjay Raut said, go to the CIA or United Nations. It is a clear-cut involvement of Maharashtra Sarkar, and the Maharashtra Sarkar is protecting somebody very, very big. And therefore, they are taking this stand. And today, they are completely with Team Ria. And I want to ask, that had it not been for the Neelam Katara and the Neelam Krishnamurtis of the world, would they ever get justice? Today they are targeting the father of Sushant, and the only reason is that if Sushant's father is silenced, truth will never be out. But I'm glad that when they are saying 60 din no FIR, Times Now is saying 60 din CBI for SSR. I thank Times Now for this campaign.
Well, sir, we are doing our job, and I want to bring in Rahul Ishwar. Rahul Ishwar, are you still today going to say that we should put our faith in the Mumbai police, despite all that has been exposed? Sena's disproportionate interest, sir, doesn't it strike you as odd? The suppression of digital evidence for 24 days, blocking, chalo, you have a problem with CBI, no problem, so okay. But what about the ED? You even got a problem with them. You don't want to share vital evidence with them. You must be hiding something. What is in that evidence?
Yeah.
And are you still going to tell me, have patience, this CBI, don't get into the politics. Come on, Rahul Ishwar, have a heart tonight. Have a heart tonight. Take a stand tonight in favor of Sushant Singh Rajput.
No, we are all for Sushant Singh Rajput. I don't think there are two sides on Sushant Singh Rajput. Everyone wants to know the truth and everyone wants to...
Then let's get the CBI into the picture. The Mumbai police, the Mumbai police has lost faith of everybody involved. Come on, the parents don't accept it.
For Sushant, but they differ in their way. For example, Riya Chakravarti in Supreme Court pointed out...
No, are you going to defend the Mumbai police again? Rahul Ishwar, are you going to defend the Mumbai police? No, are you going to defend the Mumbai police? Are you going to say they're doing a fair job? Come on.
No, let us wait for the probe to complete.
What is there to wait? 60 days, sir?
Let us wait for the probe to be completed.
60
Even though
days.
truth doesn't have a jurisdiction.
I'll bring in Neelam ji. I'll bring in Neelam ji. 1 minute. I'll bring in Neelam ji. I want us to, 1 second. Listen to Neelam ji. Yes. Neelam ji.
Collecting proper evidence. And I knew on day 2 that this was murder with the will of the Bombay police days. I knew as nothing against them or anybody else in Maharashtra. But for a police officer to come down and say, without the post-mortem report, without any kind of test, without collecting forensic evidence, that this is suicide. And then for him to be allowed to continue in that police station, he should have been suspended or he should have been taken off.
There was a former CM who
decided that this is not a suicide.
History.
Neelam ji, please also remember.
No, Rahul Ishwar, today I'm not going to allow you to. No, I'm not going to allow you to attack Neelam Katara. I'm not going to allow you to attack Neelam Katara tonight. No, stop. History teaches us lessons. History.
Has any action been taken against that police officer?
History teaches us.
So I don't. What about forensics? I mean, they should have come there straight away. Sushant was cremated and nothing was taken off from him. This is not rocket science.
Absolutely. I think today India needs to hear the voice of a mother who has fought for years altogether. Come on, India. Come on, India. Come on.
Now they want a parole, saying that they have got, among other things, depression. Depression. So even Vikas is asking for parole.
Can you believe it?
Saying that he has depression.
This is the mindset. And everyone lines up to service that mindset. And I want to bring in Vikas Singh ji. Vikas Singh, who is fighting the battle for Sushant Singh Rajput's father. And I want to ask you, sir. I want to ask you, these videos that we have accessed here on Times Now, sir, they are perhaps the final nail in the lie that has been floated that Sushant Singh Rajput had a very, very tricky relationship with his family, which drove him, therefore, to depression and take the ultimate step. Now, I want to ask you, Mr. Vikas Singh, can you, on the back of this, conclude, and will you conclude, that the Mumbai police has buried vital facts by not coming out and publicly condemning those that have floated these theories? We have been told, the media has been told, the family has been told, stop the speculation. The other side that has spread misinformation, drove us into the thinking of a suicide theory and accepting it, has not been told off. Mr.
Rahul,
Vikas
it
Singh.
is actually very sad the way, actually, if you ask me, Mumbai police is actually, encouraging these leaks that Ria and the gang are wanting to give out as far as the relationship between Sushant and his family is concerned. First, a minister of Maharashtra comes up with a very irresponsible statement. Now, he doesn't know the family. He doesn't, he's talking as if, he was going to the house of Sushant Singh Rajput's father every day and was seeing the discord between the father and the son. I mean, what nonsense is somebody talking if he is not, privy to the very personal relationship? I'll tell you, even a casual friend will not know whether there is something wrong between father and son. Now, secondly, what these leaks are being done by Ria, she's trying to, gain some respectability in the perception battle. And by doing all this, she's spoiling her case, if you ask me. Because by doing this, it will be much easier if she had simply said that I don't know why Sushant was not interested in his father's family. I mean, I never separated him. That could have been one way of looking at it. But the way she's saying that because they were, not in good terms, and that is why he used to depend upon me, that according to me is going to be the last nail in the coffin, as far as burying the case.
Well, Mr. Vikas Singh, there's big news coming in. I'm just being told, and it's coming straight onto my phone. I'm being told that a minister in the Shiv Sena government, Balasaheb Thorat, has come out and given a certificate of excellence to the Mumbai police. Now, viewers, you tell me. Viewers, you see the link? The government is giving certificates. What for? Tehseen Poonawalla? Government is giving certificates. Shouldn't they be not keeping an arm's distance? Vikas Singh's case is being strengthened live on television tonight. Undue interest of the Shiv Sena, undue interest of the government. Tehseen Poonawalla, what is the government's locus standi? What are these politicians' locus standi? Who are they to speak up and give certificates of merit to the Mumbai police when the family itself, that has the greatest thing at stake here, is saying that they don't have faith in it? Who are they? Shouldn't it be the police commissioner answering? Where is the police commissioner?
I'm going to be very brief, and I'm just going to answer in 2 lines. Pranam to Neelamji, happy Independence Day in advance to all your viewers. And 2 lines quickly. If you do not have faith in the Mumbai police, how come you had faith when you use the Mumbai police to sell your stupid concerts? You take Mumbai police security, and you had Mumbai police accounts in Axis Bank. I'm being very clear. Hitesh Jain is here. He's understood what I'm saying. Second thing, and I'm going to end here. Mumbai police is the best police force in the country, higher conviction rate in India. It will solve this case, and as ministers, as people of Maharashtra, we support our police force. Not you, Shiv Shankar, not Times Now, not anybody will defame my police force. Hey, माझी police force आहे आणि मी त्यांचे बरोबर थांबणारच. आणि तुम्ही काय मला सांगणार नाही.
Go to the CBI first. Why was Mumbai police? One second. Why did Ria go to the CBI if the Mumbai police had a better conviction rate? Second point. Why did Mumbai police not act on the February 25th complaint of the father, which is a cognizable offense on which a cognizance should have been taken by the Maharashtra government and the Maharashtra police? Thirdly, if there's nothing to hide, why not give it to the CBI? Fourthly, why does the Ria affidavit and the Maharashtra government affidavit sound as if it is a carbon copy of each other? Fifthly, please tell me, why did they quarantine the Patna police officers who came to investigate if there's nothing to hide. Sixth, when the ED needs the investigation of the phone, now the CBI, now the Maharashtra police thinks of taking the phones. But till now, they did not do any questioning of Riya on so many angles that were being brought forward. Why?
No. You see,
Do you have
Shehzad
any
Poonawala, you nailed it. You nailed it in 30 seconds. You nailed it right at the beginning. You didn't even have to continue. And Tehseen Poonawala, who is today playing the Marathi Manus on our show, cheap tactic, cheap underhand tactic. Do you think, hang on, 1 minute, by that extension, and Neelamji is here with us, by her questioning the Delhi police, she's some big traitor to the cause?
No.
What do you
I
mean?
never said that.
People can't
never said
question.
that.
They become traitors.
Who told the police in Bombay or Mumbai that it is a suicide? How did they come to the conclusion? I mean, I'd like to know this brilliant mind.
This
comes to
police
the
force,
conclusion in
madam.
half an hour that this is
Neelamji,
suicide.
listen to me.
They have not
This
seen
police
anything.
force,
They have
this
seen nothing.
police force not only concluded it was suicide, did not even send forensic, collectors, evidence collectors to the spot for 50 hours, have not shared call data records with the forensic scientists for 24 days, and look at what we have on our screen.
Everything.
I don't know what.
Hey, Rahulji.
Hey, Mr. 1 minute, Radhakrishnan, calm down. Mr. Radhakrishnan, who is the president of the Shiv Sena Tamil Nadu unit. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 second. Riya Chakravarti.
Point. Rahul,
Respected Amit Shah, sir, I am Sushant Singh Rajput's girlfriend, Riya Chakravarti. It is now over a month since his sudden demise. I have complete faith in the government. However, in the interest of justice, I request you with folded hands to initiate a CBI inquiry. Folded hands, she wanted a CBI inquiry. Folded. Why? Why? Tell me now. Radhakrishnan, tell me. Mr. Radhakrishnan, tell me.
Rahulji, Amrita
Why did my dear friend, Riya Chakravarti want the CBI involved? Why did she not have faith in the great Mumbai police, the Scotland Yard of India, that couldn't determine for years altogether, and let's be honest about this, the conspiracy in the murder of Jia Khan? Her mother is still straining for justice. That case also had to be given over.
give it over to CBI. Then
Yes, yes.
Rahulji,
Given
I am
over to
not
CBI.
spokesperson of
Hitesh
anybody.
Jain is also here with us.
I can defend my party, Shiv Sena.
Then what happened?
See, Amrita Fadnavis ji, what she told, wife of former CM Fadnavis, she told that Mumbai is not a safe place to live. Who is telling this? Wife of a former chief minister, and she is the wife of the opposition party leader. What is this? What is the
What do you mean, what is this? What do you mean, what is this? What do you mean, what is this? You know, there was a Bollywood actor. There was a Bollywood actor who said, forget Maharashtra and Mumbai. The entire country is no longer safe for me to stay in. Okay, at that time you held him up as a hero. Tehseen Poonawala, do you remember that? You said he's absolutely right. Mumbai police, such a great protector of lives. Why didn't he have confidence? Come on, why didn't he have confidence? You tell me. One of the shining lights of the city of Mumbai said, I have no confidence of my own safety in this city, in this country. Why was the Mumbai police not there to save him and inspire confidence in him?
So, my limited point is,
No,
that
no,
Madam
what?
Today was not, I'm answering
You asked
it,
about
interrupting.
bodyguards, you asked about
I am
security.
asking, She should take Bihar police security.
At that time,
Nobody
you were very, no, you were extolling the virtues of that great Mumbai actor. Should I name him? Should I name him? Amir
I'll name
Khan.
him.
Should I name him? Should I name him? Amir Khan. Should I name him?
I'll name him.
So then why are you being coy? Amir
So now
Khan
I'm
can
asking you.
question
So,
the lack of
I
security,
am saying,
but Rahul
after
Shivshankar
the
can't question
Bihar,
the lack of application of the Mumbai police, sir.
Bihar police.
आपको क्या मिल रहा
After we made in
है? I'm
charge of
asking you,
Bihar
Tehseen Poonawala, what are you getting out of this?
I am telling you one thing.
Rahul, can I make a quick
If
point
it
on
matters-
Yes,
has
no,
to go
one
to
second.
court.
Hitesh Jain wants to come in
second.
first. Hitesh Jain.
I want to-
Hitesh Jain of the
no,
Bharatiya Janata Party. Hitesh Jain, let's for 1 minute tell our viewers that this is a sham argument. Sham argument.
Well,
And it's a
No
shameful
concept
one.
in Bihar police.
well,
Concept in
actually,
Bihar police. Tell madam.
the Home Minister of Maharashtra, I'm sorry, the Statement Minister of Maharashtra made a statement that this is a case of suicide. Now, if the investigation is not completed, as the foot in the mouth disease syndrome, Mr. Sanjay Raut says that the family has to wait because investigation is not complete.
Shocking breaking
Now-
news. Hitesh Jain, look at this shocking breaking news coming in. It's all happening on the show tonight, viewers. It's all happening on the show tonight. Pawar family divided. Parth Pawar has left. He's miffed with the Aghadi's bid to block the CBI. Remember, Parth Pawar, Sharad Pawar's grandson, Ajit Pawar's son, Deputy Chief Minister's son wanted a CBI probe. Tehseen Poonawalla, what connection does he have to Axis Bank? Hello?
He left.
Hello, Tehseen Poonawalla. You see, this is what happens. You see, after having developed deep ties with another bunch of individuals who speak without facts, that disease has crept into you. You don't speak anymore on the basis of facts. You defend the indefensible. Shahzad Poonawalla wants to come in. Your brother, learn from him. At least he's got his facts.
Rahul, the reason why Parth Pawar wanted the CBI inquiry was because a very big leader's son who is a threat for his political career, he knows that person is involved and he wanted an investigation because he knows Mumbai police won't investigate.
Radhakrishnan.
But the grandfather wants to save the
Mr.
government.
Radhakrishnan, is that the truth? Mr. Radhakrishnan comes in. Mr. Radhakrishnan.
This is one-sided debate. This is a one-sided debate.
One-sided?
You please express the views of Sharad Pawarji also. The senior Mr. Pawarji.
Is it not a fact, Mr. Radhakrishnan? 1 second, let me ask. Anyone dares to tonight contradict? I will walk out of the studio if you disprove me on this point. Did not Parth Pawar want a CBI probe?
Yes, I agree. He spoke something.
I agree. Baat khatam. If your own Deputy Chief Minister's son wants a CBI probe and he is sulking now, he's upset with his family, that's because he has no confidence in the Mumbai police. Or he knows that there is something to hide.
For him to have a CBI inquiry or not to have a CBI inquiry, is he in a position to determine that? What kind of a debate is this? Who's
Mr.
Parth
Vikas
Pawar?
Gupta.
Tell me one thing.
He has at least the right.
He has no authority.
He has no right to express. He has no right to express his opinion.
He has no authority to determine this.
Oh, so hang on. The Home Minister of the state has the authority to give a clean chit and say this is a suicide on day one. What gives him that authority?
It's a suicide.
Is he the police?
Sanjay Raut has authority.
He says it was
yes, Sanjay Raut has authority, but Parth Pawar doesn't have authority. Good point.
Sanjay Raut ka authority kya hai bhai?
Shahzad Poonawalla, good point. Good point.
The patience to hear
Look at them. Look at them. Exposed.
I am asking you, Mr.
What
Gupta,
exposed?
Sanjay Raut has
What
the
exposed?
authority. No, Sanjay Raut has the authority. Majid Memon has the authority. Sharad Pawar, who's not part of the government, technically has the authority.
People sitting in
Parth
studio
Pawar
will not
doesn't have
determine the fate,
Parth Pawar
the way
knows
investigation
which
has to be
Maharashtra
carried
ka
out.
yuva neta is being saved. He knows which neta is being saved.
You ask the victim's counsel to come, he will make a
1 minute.
statement and then run away.
Let me just come in. Everyone's faders down. Everyone's faders down. I need to come in here. Viewers, this is very, very important. Very, very important. Right after this 15-second break, we are going to break something phenomenally big with documents. Time's now going to talk in the air. Now just stay tuned. 15 seconds, we are going to come back. Nizam Bhai, have it ready? This is big, viewers. This concerns Riya Chakrabarti. It's very big. We are coming back in 15 seconds. Viewers, this is big news. This is big news tonight, viewers. Riya Chakrabarti is going to be called once again for questioning by the Enforcement Directorate. The big breaking news is going to come straight up on your screens. This is very big. I want to go straight across to Vivek Narayan. This story has also been broken by our reporters on the ground. This is very big. Once again, Priyank Tripathi striking with vital inputs. Yes. Big twist in the Sushant case. We're going to get Priyank Tripathi also on air. Sensational new disclosure. Mysterious transactions. Apparently, money that was supposed to be given to Sushant Singh Rajput ended up in Riya Chakrabarti's account. Now, how does that happen, viewers? How does that happen? How does that happen? And that through an NEFT? What's the proof? Let's go straight across to Vivek. Vivek.
Interesting, Rahul, the way things have. This perhaps could be the biggest piece of evidence that Enforcement Directorate is looking at. Well, there are some pieces of evidence that you cannot erase. The big amounts of transaction that one might try and hide, but there are several layers of it which will leave a digital imprint. Well, this could be that tipping point. On the face of it, the amount may not be huge, but this could be the beginning. This could be the points for which Riya will have to be answerable. Look at this Kotak Mahindra Bank statement of Sushant Singh Rajput. Among the many of the transactions, we have an exceptionally interesting one. There is a 3 lakh contribution to Sri Gokulam Movies. I don't know whether you can see this. This says Sri Gokulam Movies.
Yes, we can.
3 lakh rupees. Now, this is something that Sushant Singh Rajput had given. And why did he give to Sri Gokulam Movies? He had an event with them, which is Sri Gokulam is a Tamil Nadu and Kerala based group which is majorly into South Indian films, and we don't know exactly for what, but there was an event where he was part of. He gave it on 25/11/2019. The date is to be noted, Rahul. Then later on, if you notice, there is another transaction which happened here. This is a transaction which Riya Chakrabarti had done. This is from Riya's bank details. And what do we find here? Interesting again. She has got a payment from Sri Gokulam Movies of 72,000 rupees just a couple of months after the deal between Sushant Singh Rajput and Sri Gokulam.
And so she has no role.
Absolutely, she has no role. She's not part of that show. She's got nothing to do with the Sri Gokulam Movies deal. It's a SSR and the Sri Gokulam Movies deal.
Okay.
But see what has happened. It has clearly proven that there is a link between the three.
These documents accessed by Priyank Tripathi, who is scorching the investigation, blazing a trail in Mumbai. Priyank Tripathi, the ED wants to know what exactly now. They want to know how a sum meant for Sushant Singh Rajput landed in the bank account of Riya Chakrabarti. Is that it?
Yes, certainly, Rahul. ED is suspecting it a case of layering, which they call it in their terminology, for money laundering. What has happened in the month of March, the money was given to the bank account of Riya Chakrabarti through NEFT transaction. This was not in the form of check. And later to that, when, according to the family member, when she had control on Sushant Singh Rajput's account, 3 lakh sum was transferred back to this Sri Gokulam Movies, which is South India-based company which had a contract with Sushant Singh Rajput for events from Assam till Tamil Nadu. So that is the thing for which the ED is expected to once again send someone to Riya Chakrabarti to come and depose her statement so that they can know that what was the purpose because of which this particular amount of money was transferred into her account.
It's the deal. The money is in Riya's account. Very strange. Very, very strange. Now remember, viewers, many people, including the family of Sushant Singh Rajput, has said that she was really completely in control of every aspect of his life. She had even removed staff that was loyal to Sushant Singh Rajput and his family. And she had, at some level or the other, staged a coup, completely cut him off, and was even perhaps wanting to swindle him. Now that's a claim that the family has made. Is this transaction a smoking gun? We don't know. But certainly the Enforcement Directorate wants to find out. And I want to go straight across because we spoke a little while back. To individuals who are part of Sushant Singh Rajput's inner circle, and they told us that Riya had taken complete charge. Now this is yet another voice, viewers, that is coming out and saying this. But before that, I want to go straight across to Rahul Ishwar and very importantly, Hitesh Jain. Rahul Ishwar, are you going to still say...
Let me point out one thing.
No, I'm only asking you a question.
Everyone, we all believe it was a suicide. Even right now, I still believe it is more of a suicide. But the investigation led by Times Now and our national media really pointed out that it is not an open and shut case. At the same point of time, he shouldn't preempt.
That's not the question. Here we are not sitting, sir, and playing Sherlock Holmes. Listen to me, 1 minute. You can't get away. One second, Shahzad, 1 second. Give me 30 seconds, please. 30 seconds. 30 seconds, 1 second. Yeah. I want to ask you, Rahul Ishwar, do you today, and I'm going to open the call-in lines, and you can hear the viewers yourself, do you believe that this investigation by the Mumbai police is not riddled with undeniable lapses? It's a simple question to you, sir. Simple question.
There can be many points of areas of improvement, but Ria's argument holds
many points of improvement. You try telling that to the family. One minute. No, 1 second. Many points of improvement. The Scotland Yard of Mumbai, of India, can't get its act together.
There are.
Come on, why are you sitting on the fence? Rahul Ishwar, say it, man. Say it. Come on. What do you mean points of improvement? A life is hanging in the balance. Justice is hanging in the balance. The proof is hanging in the balance. And you're saying many areas of improvement. Rahul Ishwar, why don't you just say that you also believe that the Mumbai police is not doing a good job, but something is stopping you? What's stopping you? Just say it. Come on. Say it.
No, everyone believed and everyone went on a premise that it was a suicide. And nobody.
I'm not getting into that. I'm asking you about the Mumbai police, and we are going to go straight out to our viewers, and I'm going to ask that question. Nizam Bhai, flash out the numbers. And I want to bring in Mr. Siddiqui. Mr. Siddiqui, you tell me. Mr. Siddiqui, you tell me tonight, why should Times Now, why should India, why should the family, why should Vikas Singh, the lawyer, have faith in Mumbai police from this point on? You tell me this. And you're going to be rebutted. You're going to be rebutted by Mr. Jain. Yes.
Okay.
Two lawyers on the panel.
Yes. See, first and foremost, the senior IPS officers have, miserably failed right from day one, right from the beginning, starting from February 2020. They did not take the complaint under 149, 150 of CRPC, preventive measures. They did not even, even the inquest report was not filed, which they were supposed to file under Section 174. Without even, doing a proper investigation, they went out to the media saying that this is a case of suicide. All these things were not required at all. Why are they trying to mislead people? They should have immediately collected evidence. That's what their job is. This is not a personal case of Mumbai police to go on hanging on with this particular case and saying that they only want to investigate. They should hand it over to the CBI. It is a clear...
Hand it over to the CBI. Even Rizwan Siddiqui today believes that to be the case. Hitesh Jain.
Rahul, everybody believes, including Riyad Chakrabarti has made a statement that the matter should be investigated by the CBI. Now, what is puzzling me, the Home Minister or the Statement Minister of Maharashtra is calling this case a suicide, and the spokesperson of the Shiv Sena or Mr. Sanjay Raut is making a statement that the investigation is not complete. Now, one does not know that, is Sanjay Raut authorized to...
No, I'm asking you, Mr. Jain, is it routine not to hand over? And I have two viewers with me. 2 Times Now's committed. Stop shouting, Tehseen Poonawalla. Relax, calm down. 2 committed viewers of Times Now. Independent voices, nothing to do with us. Mr. Taran calling in from Kanpur. Mr. Taran, go ahead with your views.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Go ahead with your views.
Good evening, Rahul ji.
Good evening,
I just want to ask one question to Tehseen Poonawalla, sir. My question to Tehseen Poonawalla, sir, is yesterday Sanjay Raut, sir, of Shiv Sena said that everyone should keep quiet. Now, this statement is applicable to everyone, as said by Sanjay Raut, sir, that is the politicians also, and the family of Sushant Singh Rajput also. And now, Bala Saheb Thorat of the same party, Shiv Sena, is coming up and is granting certificates to everyone.
What a fantastic question. Viewers of Times Now, I salute you. I salute you, viewers of Times Now. You have the questions. Tehseen Poonawalla. So Raut, who's nobody in this case, says everyone should keep quiet, including politicians. Bala Saheb Thorat leaps out of the woodwork. Huh?
May I ask a question? Yeah,
not like a tiger, but like a cat.
Okay.
Wet
10
cat.
seconds to quickly answer that.
And says, oh, I salute the Mumbai police. Explain that. Ab aap bataiye.
I just have one point to make.
No,
On
you
your
answer,
panel,
Mr. Taran. Calling in
I am
from
answering
Kanpur.
it. I am answering
You
it.
always
I'm making the
dodge.
point. You're
You become a
interrupting me.
master
If
dodger.
you want to interrupt me, I won't answer it.
You answer
Let
the
me
question
answer it.
directly.
I am answering it. If you don't interrupt me, I'll answer it. On your panel, there's an independent lawyer, not Hitesh Jain. Is he the same lawyer who's speaking against the Mumbai police? Is he the same lawyer? Just for my information, I'm just questioning, was arrested for obtaining illegal CDR, but then was ordered released by the Bombay High Court. I'm just getting facts. Because then you're
Look
not
at this.
independent.
Look
I'm
at
just
the
trying to
way
get facts.
Tehseen
I'm
Poonawalla
getting
is
facts.
diverting attention,
Is
trying
it
to
true?
cloud this
Is it
issue,
true?
trying to mix up
Is it
metaphors,
true?
trying to change the goalposts. He can't answer the question. You see, this is like your Sambandhi, your great Sambandhi, who was asked to comment. Who was asked to comment? No, one second. Who was asked to comment? No, 1 second. Who was asked to comment on the Rafale deal, but ended up saying that, look, the Supreme Court has indicted the Chowkidar. And then what did he have to do? He had to go out and apologize. You see, this is the same. This is the same trajectory. Shoot and scoot, shoot at somebody, insult somebody. In any case,
Insulting my Mumbai police.
I want to go across to Praveen of Bengaluru. Taran did not get an answer. Taran from Kanpur has completely decimated the Shiv Sena today in one question. Yes, Praveen calling in from Bengaluru. Go ahead, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, hi, Rahul.
How are you?
Actually, I have to say that, when you call out a pumpkin thief, the actual pumpkin thief just happened to touch his shoulder and to verify if he's carrying the pumpkin that he actually stole. So there's one point that nobody...
Yes.
There are people from Shiv Sena and NCT, actually, and Congress, talking against, the theory of, a murder. Yeah. And they're promoting the theory of suicide, rather.
I think you're right. They should be investigated. All these people who are willy-nilly handing out certificates and also pushing a theory even before the police is yet to complete its probe, of course, but they've already established guilt or whatever it is that they want to establish. Hitesh Jain, can action be taken against these individuals? Yes, I'm coming to you. Yes, yeah, Hitesh Jain.
Well, I guess once the investigation will be handed to an impartial agency, and when somebody like CBI will come into the scene, then every person who is responsible for destroying the evidence, abetting this act of destroying the evidence, I mean, this is going to be a serious charge that will be investigated by the CBI.
Okay.
As to who are the people who are responsible.
Before I play out this very important testimony, viewers, by an individual who hasn't been heard before, who once again says, Riya Chakravarti managed to take and seize complete control over Sushant Singh Rajput. I just want us to go across to Vivek. Vivek, good evening. Go ahead, sir.
Good evening, Shankar.
Good evening.
I'm calling from Zumridlia, Jharkhand.
Good evening, sir.
I have a question to Tehseen Poonawalla, who has been very sarcastic about Bihar police. I want to ask him, how many terrorist attacks did Bihar face? We are done with counting the jewels in the crown of Mumbai police. It is enough.
He won't answer. You know what? He won't answer you. Vivek ji, don't waste your breath. It's a very good point. Of course, it's a very good point. What a wonderful point. But he's not going to answer. I'm not even going to waste time asking him because he will not even want to answer. Shahzad Poonawalla, in fact, wants to come in. Yes, Shahzad, very quickly before I play out this. Yes.
Yeah, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. In the Justice Loya matter, this Tehseen Poonawalla and Shiv Sena demanded a CBI probe when the family did not want one. And when the family today, like Neelam Katara is a representative of that family of Sushant Singh Rajput, they are saying we want a CBI probe. So Sanjay Raut and Tehseen are saying shut up.
My, what a complete, you know how unprepared one side is because they don't have answers, viewers. They have got completely ripped into shreds tonight. And I will be looking very closely at what goes on Monday in the Supreme Court. We are being told that most likely that's when the hearing is going to take place, that crucial hearing. I just want you to listen to this, viewers. It's a very important testimony. It's just all building up. Even on the 60th day, it's building up, but none of these individuals are being questioned. I wonder why. Let's listen in.
मैडम परेशान करती थी। अच्छा, और आपका ड्यूटी क्या था उधर? मैं बाहर का ऑफिस का देखता था। अच्छा, ऑफिस का देखते थे। तो मैडम ने सबको निकाल दिया। आप लोग के टाइम जब भी जो लोग थे सबको निकाल दिया एक एक करके, प्लानिंग करके आपको निकाल दिया।
अरे सबको, मेरे ऊपर नहीं, सबको निकाल के सितार बिठाने को बिठा दिया देखने के लिए, और अपना मैनेजर को बिठा के सारा हिसाब किताब देखना, कहाँ से पैसा आता है, कहाँ से रोल करना है, कहाँ से घुमाना है, सब अपने स्टाफ को मैनेजर बना के सब गेम खेलने शुरू के। अब पुराने
There you go. It was an attempt to keep everyone in the dark, not least Sushant Singh Rajput. Now, viewers, I want to very quickly go back to Neelam ji. Neelam ji, are you today, after having heard our broadcast, are you even more convinced that the probe needs to be handed over to the CBI, or are you less convinced?
See, there's no question of being more or less convinced. I think the Mumbai police has lost its credibility. And I'm saying this as a completely unbiased person because I said nothing against Mumbai police or anyone else. So if the Mumbai police can't manage it, and if they're not doing a good job, where does this go but to the CBI? I mean, if the Mumbai police was doing it well, if the Mumbai High Court had come in and taken suo motu notice, that would have been the ideal situation. But in the absence of the local police doing anything properly, and even Rhea doesn't have an objection, if that matters, I think there's no choice but for it to go to CBI. That's it.
There you go. This is the instinct, viewers, a mother's instinct that led Neelam Katara to secure justice against overwhelming odds for her son. And it is that same parent's instinct that is driving today the Sushant Singh Rajput's family, including the father, to insist on a CBI probe because they don't have faith in the police. Now, viewers, history has taught us that when a parent of a victim in a case of unnatural death, instincts are aroused, never doubt that instinct. Never do it. Because if you do, you will be not serving the ends of justice. Remember that, viewers. History is a great teacher. And only those who are either too arrogant or too hard-hearted will turn their backs, first on history and second on the voice of a family that wants justice because they know they are being denied. Only those. The Shiv Sena, is it one of those? Is the Bollywood cabal one of those? Is the Mumbai police, led by its commissioner who was caught lying on national TV, one of those? That's the fundamental question. Anupam Kher, who knows Sushant Singh Rajput the best amongst all these Bollywood A-listers, is on the show with Navika Kumar on the News Hour at 9. Viewers, stay with us for that.